guys, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for clicking on my video. Please subscribe below if you haven't already, and let's get straight on with the video. So today's video is something that I'm experiencing right now, and I thought it would be good to share it in case somebody else is kind of panicking about it or wondering what is going on, or if they've lost their abilities or whatever it is. So basically, sometimes our spirit guides can go super quiet, and I knew about it before it happened to me, so I wasn't panicking, but it's still weird. It feels so odd to be so quiet and not to be getting so many like messages or downloads and things like that. So I try to meditate every day. Sometimes I just don't, but I try to. I do yoga every night, and usually my guides are always like talking to me in the meditation, or like as I'm like gonna do yoga, they're like telling me which one to do, or just throughout the day guiding me through for different things. And it's very weird that they're so quiet, and this can happen for a few reasons. It can happen because you need to rest. They're telling you that you're just so burnt out and you need to rest, and that's probably one of the most common ones. It can also happen when you're going through a big shift, which is what's happening to me right now. I'm ending a period of my life and starting a completely new period, and it feels like one of the biggest shifts I've been through since my awakening. So that's like within like years, and it's really odd because at first I was like, oh yeah, you know, they're just quiet, it's a bit weird but it's fine. And then a week goes by and I'm like, wow, this is so odd. Like, I do not like rest. For a long time, of like most of that week, I was not very well. I've been really run down, and like we've all had the cold that is going around the area. So I was really run down, and I thought, oh, maybe it's just because I'm run down. And then it continued, and I'm like, this feels different, this feels weird. But I'm still able to, like, in my previous video for the portal, I was still able to channel the information that came through in that video and do the healing and things like that. But it's just like they're not guiding me, they're not guiding me, because you're always being guided, but like they're not constantly communicating like they usually would. So also, like, my tarot cards have been off as well. So like I like to practice tarot in the day and like in the mornings. Sometimes I don't feel like doing it, so I don't, but most of the time I do, and they've been completely off, and it doesn't feel right, so I've stopped doing that for a little bit, because it's just the connection is off. So yeah, it was really weird. But I knew that it's because I'm going through this shift, because when I was ill, it's happened to my friend recently as well, but when I was ill, I just had so many moments of like clarity, and like so many growths, and like a shift, and just so much. It's been the most odd, weird week. But yeah, like I just had so much growth in that week. And then my younger brother, I know he'll be watching this, he likes to often like randomly message me like, do you want me to pull your card? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like I always love people pulling my cards, like I just think it's fun. And he said your guides are very quiet because you're going through a shift, and I was like, spot on, but yeah, okay. And then like that was at the start of the week. And then yesterday or the day before that, I can't remember, my days are all confused. But my friend I hadn't spoken to her in a while, and then she recently reached out and I helped her with something. So she was like, can I do a healing session on you to thank you? And listen, if someone is offering me a healing session, I just take it up from the universe. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, I trust it. I trust that energy. So I'm like, yes. So it was really funny because she was like, your energy is like insane. It's all in the correct place. Like, it's amazing. She could see my Kundalini energy and my aura, and it was really beautiful because she sees the healing in a different way than I do. So it was really fun to see the different way that somebody else interprets it. So yeah, she got some messages through as she was doing my healing, and she said your crown chakra looks different. She was like, it's like as if it's blocked, but she was like, it's not blocked, it just looks different. And she said that it's because it's kind of not connected as much because you're having a shift in guides. And I was like, that's so interesting. Like, I've never thought of that. I've never experienced like a shift in guides. I've experienced new guides coming in, but I perceive it as that. So like the first guide that I ever was introduced to, for a few years I didn't know who my guides were. I just had a sense when I knew they were around, I just didn't know who they were. And then when they finally one of them showed itself to me, I thought that was because it was a new guide coming in. But now, looking back, I'm not sure, maybe that was just the guide all along, but I wasn't ready to see it yet because this feels different. Also, when I started to channel the Octarians, there was one guide in particular, Blue, who would always come in and always assist me. And she never said she was my guide, but I think she is because she's just always there. So I just see that as she's one of my guides and one of my like helpers almost. So I never experienced like a connection, like kind of like stillness and like quietness before any of them two happened. So maybe that they were always there, I just couldn't see them yet. And then this one now, because I'm going through such a big shift, and I know I have so many things coming up next month that are like internally I just know about it, that are like big, and it makes sense that I'm gonna go through this shift now, especially with this portal. It's helped push me over like the little it's like almost like balancing, and I was on the edge and they've pushed me over into the new phase of my life, which I've been trying to get to for a while. So yeah, like it's really interesting because I didn't realize how much I relied on my spirit guides until that they're so quiet, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so weird. Like, I'm still getting like messages through like angel numbers and things like that, but like I didn't realize how much I relied on them. So that's been a big eye-opener, and I definitely miss them. It sounds so weird because like they're not even in the physical, so like it sounds weird, but when you're a medium, you know when you're always talking to them. So yeah, anyways, I just thought it'd be good to pop on and let you guys know, because especially if you're new to your gifts, or it's the first time that it's happening, because it's the first time that it's happening for me. Sometimes I've been too tired and the channel has been weak, but like that's like an exhausted, I'm too tired. But this isn't like that. Like, it's so weird. It feels like almost like I don't have powers anymore. Like I don't have any of the abilities anymore, which I know is total crap. I do, but it's really weird, and it's just like, it's also really like testing my my trust, because I've always had a hard time letting go and trusting that everything's gonna be, you know, working out for me, and it's shown me it has, and every time I let go a little bit more and trust a little bit more, magical things happen. But for just some reason I've always struggled with truly surrendering and letting go, and I'm getting better and better and better at it as the, you know, time goes by. But I feel like this is just like that tiny little bit of last distrust that I've got in me, and it's testing me, like, come on, you just gotta trust now. Like, you can't be asking us questions every 2 seconds. Like, you have to just trust and know that everything is going to be fine and everything's going to work out, and it's really teaching me that. But yeah, I'm very grateful. But yeah, I just thought it would be good so you guys didn't doubt your gifts. I don't want you to doubt yourself that, you know, you've done something wrong and they've turned off, or, you know, anything like that. But just know that you're having a rest. And I've really been, I didn't enjoy the rest at first because I was ill, and at first I find it hard to slow down because I'm bored. I don't like my days, honestly, like, they're just filled with intuitive, like, okay, you should, like, ideas, like, you should do this, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds really fun, and then I do it, and then that's how my days are set out. I never plan things, and if I have to plan something, then I plan what I need to, but then, like, get, like, the intuitiveness, like, goes around it, and, like, the guides go around it. So it just feels really odd that I'm not getting loads of inspiration every day, and, like, I miss it. But I'm learning to rest and just rest, but, like, really rest, not, like, be, like, thinking about new things in my business or new ideas for videos or things like that, but, like, truly actually fully rest, which is very new. And you can tell by my posture, I'm sitting like this, I'm like, ugh. But I'm learning. I like doing all of this, so, like, it feels weird to rest. But yeah, I just thought it would be good to share with you guys a little bit about it, so you didn't ever doubt yourself, and you know that maybe it's because you're needing rest. Maybe it's because you need to learn a lesson of trust like me, or maybe also it might be a huge energy shift inside of you, like an upgrade, or maybe you're getting new guides. Like, there's just so many things that it could be. But I would say first and foremost, if this happens to you, rest, because that's probably gonna be a big factor in it anyways. But yeah, also, like, I've been through, like, literally a gazillion, like, upgrades and, like, energy shifts, but, like, this feels like such a even when my Kundalini awoken, is that the right word, inside of me, this didn't happen. Like, this feels even bigger. Like, it's so bizarre, and I know it's the Kundalini energy moving and awakening things in me and unlocking things in me, but I don't know what it is, which is, I'm such an annoying person, because I'm like, I like to know everything, and I like to, like, not plan everything, but I like to have an idea of what could happen. So this is really annoying that I don't know what the shift is. Yeah, my analytical brain isn't, like, fond of that, but who knows what's gonna happen, who knows what's gonna be next on my journey. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun actually looking back at this video, actually knowing in a few weeks or months or whatever it is, I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to excited and I can't even speak. I'm looking forward and excited to getting my guidance back. Like, I know they're still there. I've been seeing a lot of symbols of my one guide. My one guide is a dragonfly, and I've been seeing pictures of dragonflies everywhere. So it's like the guide is telling me, like, I'm here, but you just can't hear me right now. So that's really comforting, and it's really insane that I had 2 people, like just randomly say like, do you want me to do this? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then they both give me the same message. It's quite cool. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed me rambling on for this video. I'm not really sure what my scheduling is going to be like now, just because normally I channel my videos. Normally, like, unless it's a vlog, but like normally like they tell me what video to do, and like it kind of comes out rather than me actually saying it. So yeah, this feels weird because it's like just fully me, but I'm just gonna go with the flow. So if there isn't a video, there isn't a video. It's fine. The old me would have stressed about that because you cannot miss a schedule, like, oh my god. But the new me is like, it's fine. I've missed some, but do you want a good video or do you want a shit video because I'm in a mood? So I hope you enjoyed it anyways. I will see you when I see you. I hope it isn't too long because I like to work. So bye.